Under cover of darkness, we slip away from the Japanese island of Ishigaki. We are heading north into troubled waters. Somewhere ahead are the Senkaku, or Diaoyu Islands. After 8 hours at sea, a speedboat suddenly emerges from the darkness.
It's now just after 5 o'clock in the morning. You can see it's still completely pitch dark here, but apparently just up ahead here is the first of the islands, and those lights up there, that's a Coast Guard cutter. It's just pulled across in front of us, ordered us to stop, and now these speedboats have come up and boarded us, and now we're undergoing another inspection.
Their message is clear in their body language: keep away from the islands. As the sun rises, we get our first view of the Senkaku, or Diaoyu. A jagged huddle of rocks sticking up from the deep blue waters of the East China Sea. For decades, these islands were all but forgotten. Now the Japanese Coast Guard makes sure no one, Japanese or Chinese, can go ashore. But that's done nothing to placate China. Suddenly, over the radio, the Japanese Coast Guard tells us there are Chinese ships on their way. On the horizon we see them, 4 ships all clearly inside Japanese waters. Overhead, a Japanese Air Force plane swoops low, but the Chinese ships steam on undeterred.
Until last month, it was inconceivable that Japan and China could come to blows over this uninhabited, remote group of islands. Yet look at the situation here today. There are 4 Chinese Coast Guard cutters and 2 Japanese Coast Guard cutters within my sight here. There's a tense standoff going on. The Japanese Coast Guard is very nervous about us being here. They're clearly worried this could turn into some sort of international incident. This crisis is clearly not over.
Our skipper is shaken and wants to leave. It's scary, he says. I don't want to come back here again. Chinese ships are now intruding into Japanese waters every day. One Japanese politician described this as being like a game of chicken. But in a game of chicken, if both sides refuse to back down, there is only one outcome. Rupert Wingfield Hayes, BBC News, in the East China Sea.